At a young age, Frank's family lived in Brooklyn, New York, but because they could not find work, they had to move back to Ireland.
Because of the lack of money, the family had to live in a basement flat with no bathroom.
Even though we were poor at the lowest level, below the lowest economic level, we were always excited. It was rich in the sense that we had a lot to look up to look forward to, a lot to aspire to, a lot to dream about. But in economic circumstance, it was desperate. It was Calcutta with rain. At least they're warm in Calcutta. But it was desperate because of certain things, ingredients like my father being an alcoholic, my mother having too many babies in too short a time, no work available in Ireland, and even then when my father did get a job, he drank the wages. Then there was the harsh kind of schooling we had, with schoolmasters who ruled with the stick, and then the overwhelming presence of the church, which imbued us with fear all the time. So it was fear, dampness, poverty, alcoholism, fear of the church, fear of the schoolmasters, fear in general.
When he was 10, he spent 3 months in the hospital fighting typhoid fever.
When Frank was old enough, he decided to move back to New York. Once he was there, Frank was then recruited into the military.
Once his term ended, Frank decided to become a teacher.
Later in life, Frank then began writing.
His most famous book was Angela's Ashes.
I think the first book that I ever read was Tom Brown's School Days, which my mother bought for me at Woolworths in Limerick for sixpence, one of those cheap pulp books, and I treasured that. And then occasionally other books came into our area, but we couldn't just go out and buy books, and there was no library for children. There was a Carnegie Library for adults, but we didn't have books. So when Huckleberry Finn came in, Tom Sawyer. I wanted to be Tom Sawyer. I wanted to go down to the River Shannon, stand at the banks of the river, and dreamed it might be the Mississippi, and I'd get a raft and off I'd go, 60 miles out to sea, and I wanted to be free like Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn.
Frank's book made him very famous, and he won many awards. Frank McCourt died July 19, 2009.